Welcome to Between Meetings, a short conversational micro podcast. This is the thinking space leaders don't schedule. I'm your host, professional coach, and keynote speaker, Scott Sadler. Let's take a few minutes to pause, reflect, and explore what's underneath the daily work. Between meetings, there's often a moment most people don't talk about. It's the moment right after the conversation didn't go the way you expected, or right before a meeting you're not looking forward to. Or when you feel something rise up like frustration, defensiveness, doubt, and you're not quite sure what to do with it. That's where emotional intelligence actually lives. Not in assessments, not in models, but in real situations with real human stakes. Today, I want to talk about what emotional intelligence really looks like when things are messy, human, and unscripted. We tend to talk about emotional intelligence as a skill set, self-awareness, empathy, self-regulation, social awareness. And while all of that is true, it can also create distance. Because in real leadership moments and in relationships, emotional intelligence doesn't feel like a checklist. You feel it in your body. It's a somatic kind of event. It feels like discomfort. It's the tightness in your chest when you get unexpected feedback, the irritation when someone keeps missing the point, the urge to shut down, smooth over, or just power through. Emotional intelligence isn't about not feeling those things. It's about noticing them early enough to choose how you respond. Let me offer you a common scenario. You're in a meeting. Someone in that meeting challenges your idea publicly. It's in front of your colleagues. And immediately something inside of you shifts. It might be your jaw tightening. Maybe your thoughts speed up. Maybe you feel a little fight or flight. Maybe you feel like you need to defend, explain, or even assert your authority. This is the moment. This is the moment, not later, not in reflection, right here. This is where emotional intelligence in this situation can help you or hurt you. Emotional intelligence in this situation isn't about being calm or polished. It's just about recognizing that something just got activated within me. That awareness, that moment, that space between stimulus and response where all your freedom lies, sometimes only takes a half second or less. This is the work. That awareness is the work. So one of the most powerful EI moves is an incredibly small one. It's the pause. It's not dramatic. It's just very quick. It's a micro pause. It's a pause, not a dramatic one, and not one where that silence is making you feel awkward. It's just enough space to interrupt autopilot, the way you've been conditioned. And in that pause, a different question becomes available. Instead of how do I win this or how do I stop feeling like this, the question becomes what's really being threatened here? Or what matters to me in this moment? It's one of my favorites. That shift changes everything. Because when you respond from what matters instead of what's triggered, your leadership lands differently, even if the words are similar. Here's why this is so hard. Most leadership environments reward speed and certainty. Pausing can feel risky. Naming the emotion can feel vulnerable. Curiosity can feel inefficient. So when we default to patterns that once kept us safe, at least we thought so, explaining more, taking control, withdrawing, and people-pleasing, just to name a few, emotional intelligence asks us to notice those patterns without judging them, and then decide whether they're still serving us. That's not weakness, that's maturity. A simple reframe you can use is emotional intelligence is not about managing emotions. It's about relating them differently. So emotions are information. They tell us what we care about, where boundaries are, and where something important is happening. When you stop treating emotions as obstacles and start treating them as data, you gain options. And leadership is really about having options. So I would ask you to sit with this question, maybe between your next two meetings. Where do you tend to lose access to choice, not because you're incapable, but because something matters? That is not a problem to fix. It's an invitation to understand yourself more deeply, and that understanding over time changes how you lead. Thanks for spending these few minutes between meetings with me. Thanks for spending a few minutes between meetings with me. If your organization is creating space for more thoughtful leadership through coaching, facilitation, or a keynote conversation, I'd love to support that work. Find more information at scottsadlercoaching.com. Until next time.